before you
Yeah,
got
so
in.
he did a whole video about people are talking about me, this and that and the third. You know what I mean? He's like, but
Man, I wish
really, really, it's an issue with you. It's a
Nah,
reflection of you and your feelings or whatever
I
else.
need to find that. I'm a type, and I'm like, nah, homie, that's called discernment.
Join is dope. Speaking of scamming, y'all heard about those that Christian couple?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yes.
Dana.
Allegedly. I don't know them, so you guys could probably touch on this. I've seen Prince Darnell a few times on IG. I don't really follow him like that. But you guys could probably elaborate.
I started following her when that video of her, I don't know if it was an interview or she was just being recorded, and she just says how every family has $1 million.
Yeah, I saw the same one. That's how I got introduced to her.
Yeah, I was like, yo, she's right. All right, let me follow her.
And I was like, bars.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, so that's this lady.
That's Dana. Yeah.
Dana, what is it? Chanel.
Chanel. Something like that. Yeah.
So she's married to
Prince Darnell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. And so they started. She started Sprinkle of Jesus.
So she started Sprinkle of Jesus. She said that she needed somebody to develop the app for her, and so she went to this company to do it for her, and she ended up buying that company, is what she said. And that's kind of like her claim to fame, right? And so then, since she bought the app company, she started selling like websites and apps for churches, right? Like these packages, and that's how she made her bread. Her husband, he started a tax company, right? Which is jumping jack tax or taxes or whatever. And he started that, I want to say maybe last year, I think it was, or at least that's when I got hip to it.
A few years.
Yeah. And they kind of do like a franchise type of thing, right? Or licensing. I'm not sure how it works. So a lot of people are saying that they bought into that. Well, they bought into, like, she was going to develop an app for them. She took the bag and she didn't deliver, you know? I don't know. Being in marketing, sometimes I think that clients' expectations are a lot higher than what their budget allows. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of the things that they said about her was that she was selling the app service, but she was subcontracting it, right? Or she was subcontracting it to an app developer or an app developing company. I didn't see anything wrong with that. You know what I mean? I didn't see anything wrong with that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I didn't see. But as far as like taking people's money and not delivering, that's a major problem. Like, you can't take somebody's money and not deliver what you agreed upon, whatever the contract said, whatever the deal was. Like, that's not cool, man. That's not Christian.
And it was big money too. It was like $3,000 per person almost.
Yeah, man.
And then a monthly fee on top of that.
Yeah.
Right. Hosting, all that stuff.
Yeah, I saw some screenshots of like 300, 500. I seen screenshots of like people paid her like $500 and then $2,000, $3,000.
So they pulled like a digital fry festival.
Well, yeah. Apparently they didn't deliver. A lot of people are saying that they didn't deliver.
But what about the jumping jack taxes though, too? Right? Like,
yeah. So allegedly,
it's the sister's idea, her company. They're saying,
right. But here's the thing: like, the account that's exposing them or whatever posted, I guess, a vlog of them sort of doing like a Shark Tank.
Yeah, they were being pitched.
Episode. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if this is a sister, obviously they would know that what's happening. So my argument is, if the sister agreed for X amount of money, and she didn't read over the contract, she didn't know anything, or even if they bought her out, like, I don't understand
what possibility. Yeah, like, we'll buy you out.
There.
Yeah, because
the sister
when you watch Shark Tank, like, a lot of people are like, okay, I'll run it. You know what I'm saying? And you just pay me.
Right? I think
exactly.
Something like
and
that.
and on the video it shows that she gave her
$25,000. Yeah.
No, it was like more money. It was like
10,
almost
10
10K.
grand. She gave her 10 grand cash.
Oh.
She said she was gonna give her another 25 for 6 months, and then after 6 months, she was gonna give her another 25. So
Right, and then build
$20,000.
the business and build the whatever.
Right. They were gonna handle
you know?
like the marketing or whatever,
But
which
I
they're
think
pretty good at because
When you guys
they
say
managed to
sister,
build the
you
platform.
mean like blood related sister or sister?
yeah,
in-
blood sister.
Yo, that
So
kind of
they-
threw me off the whole
Yeah, same.
because she said she was Puerto Rican.
She said she was mixed.
Yeah, okay.
Who,
No,
Dana?
but Dana says she's Puerto Rican.
But she
Now,
is.
if she's mixed Puerto Rican, fine,
She's
whatever.
mixed.
But the sister, Prince Donnell asked the sister, "What are you?" And she said, half black and half white. So I was kind of like,
Nah, she didn't say half black, half white. She said mixed.
she said mixed, and then she said black and white.
Oh, I didn't hear the white part.
Yeah, she said black and white, and then I was thinking like, wait, I thought y'all was Puerto Rican. Well, I mean, who knows? That maybe they have different mom or different dads or whatever.
Man,
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know, but I think they
That
just
threw me
brought
off.
up. They brought up that fact about that. Jay was because, not so much that them buying him out, but they were saying that because he's been known to say he was the founder when clearly he wasn't the founder.
Hmm.
So
I mean,
that's- so because what the thing is, he's been running
But
around
he
making it seem
started-
like it's
yeah.
But he helped start it. I could see him being a founder.
Yeah, that's a founder.
Because the sister just had an idea and they made
Right.
it happen, right?
right. So
Yeah.
I guess that's
I
what
feel
it
like-
was. Because
Yeah.
people are like, he's acting like it was his brainchild, like it was his, and like he just took something and ran with it when it was the sisters. Like,
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you're seeing it on video, and it's not like this is a hidden camera type of thing. Like, they're the ones, they're episodic vlogs
Right.
Yeah, I don't
having
know.
this conversation with the sister. So
I mean,
I don't understand it.
So there's this account, and this account goes back to 2019. So this isn't a new issue. It seems like
but it's
they've been
blowing
going-
up now though. Like it's gaining.
yeah, it seems. I mean, well, I think Shade Room posted it, and
yeah.
Yeah.
a lot of people follow Shade Room, so obviously that gave this situation more exposure.
But I ain't gonna lie. I don't remember specifically, but I've heard some things about the sprinkled Jesus, like that whole thing when it happened back then. Like there's been talks of scamming and stuff like that, and I don't.
So-
So I had no idea she was behind it. I just heard some negative things about that and the person who owned it then too. I didn't know it was her.
And now they're
So-
getting reported, right? So like,
So
the
There's a
Attorney
lawsuit.
General-
Yeah.
Yes.
allegedly, yeah, this lawsuit's going around.
No, the
So,
lawsuit
what-
is for real. It's not a legend.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's with the DA in Philly.
Yeah.
okay,
District Attorney.
hmm
yeah.
Wow.
What you gonna
Yeah,
say,
so-
Jay?
No, I was gonna say. Well, I actually forgot now.
About
Yeah, I
this?
lost
whole-
my train of.
My bad.
Yeah, I mean,
Nah, it's okay. It's okay.
about the sprinkled Jesus thing.
Oh yeah, so the sprinkle of Jesus. What exactly is? I'm not too familiar. Is
I think
it
it's an app or something that gives some type of like, what is it like? I don't know if it gives any, not devotions, but
Oh, okay.
it does some type of pep talk in the morning for people. I mean, I don't know,
Got it.
something like that. But I've
And then
heard
what-
some
what-
stuff.
Yeah.
Hmm?
What's something that you heard about the app?
I
or
heard something.
whatever?
Nah, I read a while back that the person who ran it was a scammer. You know what I'm saying? But I just vaguely remember. And so when that came up, and then I read that article, and it was like, oh, this is her. Like,
Mm,
I mean, I never paid much attention to it because I didn't know much about it either. But like now, 2 and 2
Yeah.
together. And I ain't gonna lie. I never was really too crazy about Prince Donnell. I don't know what it was about him. Something he just never.
You know what he said? He said
What?
that's a mirror. That's a reflection of you.
No, that's it. That's
That's what he said. That's what he said. He responded to people talking about like, yo, something's off about this dude. Something's off about this couple. Something's going on.
Oh, that's what he said. That's what he said.
Yeah, so people were saying this.
He added you before.
Yeah,
you
so he did a whole video about people are talking about me, this and that and the third. You know what I mean? He's like,
Yeah, I wish
really it's an issue with you. It's a
Nah.
reflection of you and your feelings or whatever else.
I need to find that. I'm a type, and I'm like, nah, homie, that's called discernment.
Mm.
That's what it's called. Yeah.
You got special discernments now, huh?
Shabba.
What if this is something just because, you know, they're, I guess, I wouldn't say in the
Successful?
forefront, but they're the only, I guess, quote unquote, Gary V Christian, you know, world type of
I don't know.
influencer.
I don't know, because like for me, when I watch him, he don't come off humble to me. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But I mean, I see that he's Christian and he does put out some good stuff, and like he'll say some things that sound good and make sense, but something about him, I don't know what it is. It just, I don't know, man. I just get this feeling like he just don't come off humble. But I mean, he could be all the way legit. I don't know, because I don't know. This is all hearsay. I don't have information. I mean, all they got is a couple of screenshots of people saying, "Yo, you scammed me," but we haven't seen no real documentation, so I don't know.
Right.
True
I guess we see how that unfolds, and hopefully they're not. You know what I mean?
I mean, for their sake.
And I know how it is, man. It's like what Jimmy said. Sometimes your expectations are high, and you know you signed up for something, and you thought you was getting something else, and it's like, nah, we just help you build the app or whatever it may be.
Right.
So.
Right.
It'll be interesting to see what's hopefully they got their paperwork right and all that.
Well, that's one of the allegations too.
The paperwork ain't right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they're funneling money and all this other stuff.
And I don't know if that's really funneling money. They just doing business, right? It's a DBA, right?
Yeah, so allegedly anybody who makes an app, their company or whatever doesn't exist, which is what this person decided to run in the databases. And I'm like, okay, they can be under another company. Like you need to get a contract or something. Yes, the person is right that they need to at least disclose that, like who's the company. But I mean, if you don't find Alakazam apps or whatever it is, you know.
These people made a whole page, like they've dedicated their time to finding out what's going on.
That's for sure, yeah.
So
or maybe somebody salty that didn't get a bag and decided to.
But it's a whole lot of people, man.
It ain't somebody's.
Right. So
I don't know, man. That's tough.
The lesson is make sure you ask questions before you sign on a dotted line.
Yep.
And get your stuff right, you know.
And listen to words too.
Yeah, and also as business owners, as Christian business owners, I think that you have to be
don't be naive.
Yeah, and communicate what the goals are, you know, and set a timeline on when you plan to achieve these goals. You know what I'm saying? Like if let's say you're doing an app, right? When are you going to be doing the beta testing? When are you going to have, you know, a beta site or whatever? You know, and when you plan to launch and set certain goals within that, you know what I'm saying? So that you both can be accountable, you know, like you're being transparent with your client and letting them know like, okay, by this date, I'm going to have this. And then your client can hold you accountable and be like, yo, what happened? You said you was going to have X, Y, and Z for me, you know? And then that way there's no confusion, you know what I mean? Especially if you have it written down.
Right. And if, let's just say, you know, during the process you had an issue with your vendor or whoever, you should communicate that to your customers. Like, hey,
absolutely,
I have an issue with this person. He does this part of your app and it's going to delay, you know, but I'm letting you know now in advance, not, you know, at the end, like scramble and then,
right.
You know, this is how, you know, communication pretty much.
Absolutely. Because like, imagine your client comes to you and is like, yo, I don't know how this and that and the third. And then that's when you explain to them like, oh, well, you know what? We had a problem with the vendor. You should have said that up front. You should have been proactive. So that way.
Yeah. Once you know, let them know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's like even us, like somebody adds us or, you know what I mean? Says something or sends a message. Like we want to handle it.
Down.
We deal with it. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to just hide behind and make up stories and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So
exactly